Hello, superstar traders. Welcome back to EQ Markets Global YouTube channel. It's another beautiful week and edition of the weekly market outlook. By the way, my name is 𝗟𝗏𝗘 𝗦𝗛 market analyst for EQ Markets Global. And as always, I'm delighted to share this moment with you. Let's jump straight into the economic happenings. Almost as always, Monday is void of all in fact expected economic happenings around the world. But on Tuesday and Wednesday are very key periods this week that we need to really look out for. So what's going to be happening on Tuesday? On Tuesday, we're having, first and foremost, we're having the claimant count charge from the Great Britain. That will be happening 7 a.m. Nigerian time. Of course, we'll be expecting the report by that time. And of course, this is a report showing a lot of people who are saying they are unemployed and also trying to claim unemployment benefits from the British government, okay? Now, of course, if we see lower data, less than 2,300 people claiming that, it simply means that it's going to impact positively on the Great Britain pound. Unlike what we saw, just like what we saw rather in the previous report, where we had nearly less than 100 shy of 1,000 people claiming unemployment, right? Unemployment benefits and all that. So going forward as well, from 8:15 up until about 9 a.m., we're going to be experiencing as well from Europe, German and French manufacturing and services PMI, okay? And of course, that data we need to also put in mind. And then, of course, the Reserve Bank of Australia Governor Bullocks will also be giving a speech, right? And more services and manufacturing PMI coming out by 2:45 p.m. for the United States. On Wednesday, we're having CPI for the Aussie. Okay, we're having some CPI data for the Aussie. And of course, as well, we're expecting some monetary policy reports as well for the Canadian dollar. Now, don't forget that the Canadian dollar right now is sitting at about 5% after a lot of interest rate hikes that we've seen in the previous months of this year till it got to 5%. So we're going to be expecting some reports to come out from the Bank of Canada, okay? And then, of course, on Thursday, which is the second day we need to put our eyes on, sorry, let me take these out. Yep. So on Thursday, which we need to also put our eyes on, we're also expecting some interest rate review and monetary policy statement coming out from Europe, all right? Of course, they call that the monetary policy statement or the main refinancing rate, okay? It's currently sitting at about 4.5%. And of course, let's see how the reports that will be released 1:15 p.m. on Thursday is going to affect the interest rate hike. Will there be interest rate hike, or as the Bank of Europe, the European Central Bank, are they done tampering with interest rate, and have they really overcome inflation? Have they really won the battle against the fight against inflation? We're going to be seeing that from the reports that will be released, okay, by 1:15 p.m. on Thursday. And then, of course, we're expecting unemployment claims as well by 1:30 p.m. from the United States. And of course, basically, that would be most of the news for this week. So all eyes is on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and as well on Thursday, okay? All eyes is on Tuesday, Wednesday, and on Thursday. Let me reiterate, on Tuesday, apart from the claimant count charge that we're expecting from Great Britain, we're expecting manufacturing and services PMI coming out from Europe. And then, of course, we're also expecting some manufacturing and services PMI coming out from the United States, okay? And on Wednesday, we're expecting some CPI data coming out from Aussie by 1:30 a.m. And then, of course, we are expecting overnight rates and Bank of Canada rate statement, more like monetary policy reports that we're expecting by 3 p.m. on Thursday. That's on Wednesday, rather. And then, of course, on Thursday, we're expecting the main refinancing rate, which is also monetary policy statement or report coming out from Europe. And then, of course, unemployment claims for the United States. Okay, so basically, these are the main news that we're looking at for this week. Let's quickly jump into the technicals and let's see what this week has for us. Starting with the dollar index, okay? Let me start with the dollar index. All right, so starting with the dollar index, we are still playing within the zone that I have earlier mapped out in previous weeks. Remember, I marked out these two zones in previous weeks, right? I marked out these two zones in previous weeks. Let me put this in. Yep. I marked out this zone and I said price will most likely respect this zone, but peradventure it breaks this zone here, then we're testing the purple colored area, right? Of course, that's a fair value gap, but price had not price apparently respected this zone just like I forecasted for you the other time. But then if we look at it very well, right, price had been ranging in the past nearly 2 weeks, okay? Nearly 2 weeks, about a week plus now. Price, you see, had been ranging, it has been range bound. But as well, what I can also find is the nice bullish move that price had enjoyed. Okay, that nice bullish move that price had enjoyed. Now, please just follow me. I'm coming to somewhere. Okay. Amazing, right? So price had enjoyed a very nice bullish rally. Okay, a very nice bullish rally. And of course, if price is ever going to fall, then it simply means that the price has to be respected on this zone, right? It has to be respected on this zone. Otherwise, price is going to break above that zone and also continue to go bullish. But let's quickly now look at it on the lower time frame and let's see what will possibly be playing out this week. Okay, let's see what could possibly be playing out this week. All right, so for this week, we would probably see this zone broken. All right, we'll probably see this zone broken, but that is another kind of analysis altogether. What we could barely see here is prices trying to find support around this area here. You can see, right? So even by the trend line, we can notice that that particular area is a support area. So we are going to stand by what we see in the market unless it is defiled, okay? Unless it is defiled, this is a support area and we expect the dollar to continue its bullish rally, all right? But if not so, that this zone is being broken on the 4-hourly time frame, okay? If not so that this zone is broken on the 4-hourly time frame, we'll probably see it find support around here, and then of course go back to retest and then go all the way to the downside, right? So let's try to see if we find confirmation either for a bullish momentum or for a bearish momentum. By the way, what we can see on the daily time frame is a bearish momentum, right? On the daily time frame, we can see a bearish momentum that is playing out by the use of our commodity channel index, right? So it simply means that if this bearish momentum is to continue or should hold, then it simply means that the dollar would probably be weakened this week. Let's still go over to the weekly time frame. Let's see what we can see on the weekly time frame before we draw some conclusions and analysis. As well on the weekly time frame, we just got a bearish confirmation, right? We just got a bearish confirmation. You can see that the commodity channel index was bullish dominated until now they are giving up and saying that, look, we're no longer interested to continue to push prices further above. And of course, that's why it's falling below the positive 100. So in that case, we probably would see more bearish momentum this week. We probably would see more bearish momentum this week. So in the nutshell, even though we could find a bullish push to the upside, right, price may not break above this level here. And of course, that level I'm talking about is the 106.817, 106.817. Price may not break above that level before we're going to be seeing, before we're going to be seeing, amazing. So price may not break above that level before we would probably be seeing a massive push to the downside, or else this area would most likely be broken. All right. So that's one. Another way to explain this is we can see some change of character here, right? We can see some change of character here, right? So it simply means that peradventure we could say that this is an impulsive move that caused a change of character. This is a corrective move, and what we should see is a continuation to the downside. But whatever is the case, we cannot draw conclusion at the moment of making this video, at the time of making this video, or we are going to be trading what we literally see in the market for this week. All right, so just a few pairs to analyze for us just before we go. Okay, let's quickly look at USD CAD. Now, USD CAD is playing in a very significant area, right? And I've been able to put these four to you so that we can see. Now, on the weekly time frame, what we can see is that it is a bull-dominated market. But before we consider a bull-dominated market, let's quickly look at where what has been happening on USD CAD. Okay, let's quickly look at what is happening on USD CAD. Now, you notice on USD CAD that price had actually been hovering around this particular area here, right? Price has actually been hovering around this particular area. And I would not be surprised if USD CAD in the coming weeks come to make what we call the triple top, just like it did on gold, right? Just like it did on gold. I wouldn't be surprised if I get to see this happen in the coming weeks, okay? I will probably not be surprised if I get to see this in the coming weeks. Now, watch this. I think this makes sense. You probably may not have seen this way, right? So this particular zone here is something to look out for. Now, let's come back to what we have on the smaller picture so that we would be on the same page, right? So on the weekly time frame here, we still have the bulls dominating the market. And of course, if price breaks above this little trend line that I have spotted here for you, it simply means that USD CAD is going all the way to the top. And that simply means that it simply means that the dollar index will respect the support zone, most likely, and continue to go all the way to the top. That's why I said we're going to be trading what we see in the market, right? So, but then currently what we see on USD CAD is prices trading as on the trend line as a resistance. You can see how nicely price tested this area 1, right? Again here 2, and again here, right? 3. So we're expecting a massive push to the downside, right? We're expecting a massive push to the downside. But that notwithstanding, I would be looking for a self-confirmation on USD CAD this week, right? There's no confirmation, there's no proper confirmation. There's a self-confirmation on the daily time frame, but of course you can see that it's going back to bullish, right? So I'll be looking for a proper self-confirmation on the daily time frame or on the weekly time frame. Then I would probably be taking a sell. But if I don't see that confirmation and I see on the daily time frame or on the weekly time frame, the CCI indicates that look, there is more bullish push to the upside. It simply means that price is most likely going to break above this zone, right? Simply means that price is going to break above this zone, probably come back to retest and then go all the way to north, right? So I'll be very, very careful trading USD CAD this week because we really do not understand what's going to be happening with the USD, right? Let's quickly take all the USD pairs that I'm looking at before we continue. On GBP USD, price has been moving in this beautiful trend line channel, right? I just nearly discovered, right? And of course, there is still bearish momentum on the weekly time frame. It's yet to confirm for a buy, but for now, there is still bearish momentum on the weekly time frame. Now, when we look at these on the daily time frame, don't forget these particular zones are areas that have been marked as very optimal zones for us to take trades, right? Very, very optimal zones for us to take trade. And then, of course, it's now sitting on the trend line. So I would be looking for a bullish confirmation, apparently, before I jump in GBP USD for a buy. I'll be looking for a bullish confirmation, right? A very strong bullish confirmation, by the way. That's what I'll be looking for. But of course, let's not forget there could possibly be a little push to the downside, right? There could be little pushes to the downside before that massive bullish movement comes into play. So I would like us to be careful, right? I like us to be absolutely careful. This bearish push to the downside might be around 50 pip movement, okay? About 50 pip movement to the downside before massive bullish push to the upside. So I'll still expect that you find confirmations around these zones and then jump in for a buy. The same is happening on Euro USD. All right, the same is happening on Euro USD. So let's quickly look at Euro USD. If you look at Euro USD on the weekly time frame, you'll notice that there is also some sort of channel around this movement, right? There is some sort of channel around this movement. So what's going to be happening? Already on the weekly time frame, we've got bullish confirmation from the CC high on the weekly time frame. All right, and of course on the daily time frame, we will trickle down to the lower time frame to see what's literally happening. So on the daily time frame, I spotted this zone. Let's see if it becomes visible and more clearer on the, yep. Okay, so let me explain it first on the daily time frame. I think it makes more sense then. So on the daily time frame, if you look carefully, this was a support zone here, and then prices broke below that support, and then it became a resistance. And of course, if we want to see bullish action play out fully this week, it simply means that we will be expecting price to break above this zone. And of course, that zone is around 1.06322, right? 1.06322 or say 3330, 1.06330. Now, if prices break above that zone, then I can tell you that okay, most likely price is set for a bullish bargain, right, on Euro USD. So we also keep our eyes on Euro USD while we see prices set in and of course trade it. I found another trading setup and opportunities on CAD JPY. Right, on CAD JPY, let's quickly look at it. First, let's look at it on the monthly time frame. I think it's going to be making more sense on the monthly time frame. So this is what I could find on CAD JPY on the monthly time frame. All right, more like a trend line channel that is being created, right, after bouncing off here to this point and back again. And of course, most likely it's looking like we can also have the M-shaped pattern forming over there. Okay, we can also have the M-shaped pattern forming there. Let's see. Can you see that? Amazing, right? So it's looking like the M-shaped pattern as well is forming right here. And of course, we already know that this is the neckline, right? Let me use this. Okay. So we already know that more or less this is more like the neckline, right? So in the worst case scenario, that we have this M-shaped pattern here, we're expecting that prices should come to the neckline. Don't forget, at least prices should come to the neckline. So we're expecting, trust me guys, trust me, we're expecting approximately about 1,470 pip movements on CAD JPY to the downside. Right now, how you are able to be patient and take this 1,400 pip movement in pieces matters to your experience. And by the way, we're yet to get confirmation. Hopefully by next month's candlestick is going to confirm a massive sell on CAD JPY. But let's trickle down to the weekly, the daily, and of course the 4-hourly time frame. Don't forget, this is a neckline, right? So in the advent that this is not going to form a complete M-shaped pattern, at least the neckline should be tested. The breaking of the neckline is what is going to tell us if there is going to be further bearish movement. But of course, now we can spot a neckline. It simply means that price will most likely come back to test that neckline, right? So already on the weekly time frame, we just got a bearish confirmation for CAD JPY. We just got a bearish confirmation on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, let's scroll down to the daily time frame. We can see that price is still enjoying some bullish push, and of course, we're yet to see prices break out from this range that it has been playing around for quite some time, right? You can see this range now. So a breakout from this range or a breakout on this trend line is going to confirm the massive sell that we're looking out for. And of course, the lower part of that range is at 108.975, or we can most likely wait for prices to break, all right, to break below this trend line, and of course come back to retest, giving us optimal entry into the market, right? So this is exactly what I will be expecting to play out. But trust me, we have close to 1,500 pip movement to the downside on CAD JPY. Okay, so that's for CAD JPY. I hope all of these setups are making sense. The last but not the least is NZD CAD, right? NZD CAD. So yes, we've had a massive bearish ride for the past 2 weeks. Market has just been stretching and stretching and stretching on NZD CAD. But I think the stretch is going to be short-lived because, of course, there are new improvements so far on NZD CAD. There are so much new improvement on NZD CAD. First, we're looking at it. This is still acting more like a bullish flag, right? Of course, you can see the pull here, right? You can see the pull here, and then you can see the flag here, right? You can see the flag here. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is more like the pull, this is the flag. So of course, you know how it works on bullish flag. If it goes the pull, then it creates the flags, right? And the flags retracing into at least 50% fib level, or at most 61.8, find support and then break above. Okay, break above. So this is what we probably would be seeing playing out on NZD CAD, right? So I still feel like we still have a little time still to wait, because it's yet to confirm on the buy setup is yet to confirm on the daily time frame, but we have it already confirmed on the 4-hourly time frame. Yeah, so I think we can jump in this one for a buy. I was expecting most likely price will come back into this zone, but it seems like it's not going to come back into that zone, so we can look for a buy opportunity around this level. Of course, I would still like to be very diplomatic with my stop loss. I wouldn't want to give you a stop loss, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to tell you the target price, and I'm also going to tell you, I'm going to be very candid, right? I'm going to be very candid because the market is still yet to show us, hopefully, all that it is yet to do, right? So if you're jumping on this trade, right, on NZD CAD, your stop loss should be a little wide so that the trade can have a lot of breathing space to wiggle and, you know, do all the acrobatics that it could do before going to the upside on NZD CAD, because there's already a confirmation on the 4-hourly time frame, but it's here to confirm on the daily time frame. But sometimes what we could possibly see is the daily time frame confirming with just one daily candle, right? Confirming with just one daily candle. But let's still be very careful while we trade that. So I'm entering the market here at the current market price. All right, that is 0.79851. Of course, my stop loss is going to be wide. I would have wanted to put my stop loss just below this week here so that I can have a good risk to reward of at least 1:10. But let's not be greedy. So let's have the stop loss to be a little wide, right? So that we can have trades to breathe and breathe and breathe, right? So here we have 1:4, right? Here we have 1:4, and of course you can break down your trade. You can break down your trades. You can have your first take profit somewhere around this level. This should be not up to 1:1, but at least you can lock in some profits around that level there, 0.80363, and of course well above that level to around 0.80670, we can lock in another profit. If prices break above that level, then trust me, guys, it's going all the way for this stop here, right? It's going all the way for this stop, which is somewhere around 0.8165, 0.82165. Now, this is what I will be expecting to play out this week on NZD CAD. So I touched CAD JPY, I touched GBP USD and Euro USD. then of course USD card, right? Join us this week for maximum profit taking on our live market session, which holds every Tuesday 1 p.m. and of course every Thursday 1 p.m. And of course, the only way to join those sessions, because they're not really promoted and made open to everyone, the only way to join is to have a live funded account with EQ Markets Global. And of course, that will give you access to be part of our live market session where we do live stream trading, right? You're going to be trading live with me on real money, real accounts, every real analysis, and we're taking real profits as well. Don't miss that out. Simply go to the link, simply go to the description below, right? You're going to be finding the website, the link to the website rather, and that's of course www.eqmarketsglobal.com. Go there, create an account if you are new, create an account, and of course, once you create an account, somebody is going to reach out to you who is going to be your relations manager, and the person will be able to put you through everything that we have and we do. And of course, you can also automate your trading with us because we have one of the finest bots in the industry, which is also being managed by a team of professionals, right? And of course, this bot does a minimum of 5 to 10% on a monthly basis. So far, so good. For this month, we're already running in over 5.6% profit across all assets under management. So you can also leverage on the Cyrax automated trading system that is an in-house automated trading system by the EQ Markets Global. All right. So simply click and create an account and also get somebody to talk to you about that. Now, if this video was really helpful, insightful, please leave a thumbs up for me in the comment. Leave a thumbs up for me on the video, and also leave me a comment in the comment section. I would like to see your comments. I'd like to see your questions and also your compliments. Thank you so much. Until we meet again in the next weekly market outlook. Bye for now.